Ghostface Killer said he had an issue with young artists, young rappers, because he feels like they do not know their hip hop history.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that? Do you feel like that should be a requirement? Do you need to know, like, to be a rapper today? Like, what do that even matter? Does that hold any kind of weight?
I think it'll hold weight with the people supposed to hold weight with. I think that older crowd is negated in hip hop, when in all actuality, these niggas spending more money than all them little niggas. If you think about it, these the same niggas that's buying the Griselda vinyl and merch, spending $500 with Westside Gunn a year. Ain't nobody spending $500.
You really believe that? So you believe that the older crowd, or I want to say, you know, hip hop listeners that take more of a, I listen to Wu-Tang and I listen to the early 90s, so I love Griselda and stuff like that, that they support a lot more than younger artists that, like, you know, I don't know, Lil Baby.
They got a lot more money.
Lil Durk.
They got a lot more money. You got to think about where you at financially when you like Lil Baby versus 20 years from that point.
But I'm going to disagree. You know why? Because the newer, more lyrical artists that, you know, are getting more of that crowd that likes older music, they are still super niche compared to somebody that's like a Lil Baby, a Lil Durk. So even though they don't have the type of fans that can be like, yo, I'm gonna spend $300 on a shirt, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on the tickets, I'm gonna go spend this and get all the products, they win with the amount of people because they're not niche. So
yeah,
they win
I get that,
in that
but
way.
I'm saying you winning off of, I'm saying long-term shit. I'm saying they winning off of streams, and they winning off of shows, right? These is songs they not even gonna be able to do in 5 years.
That's a fact.
And these is shows that ain't gonna be nowhere near the same money once that new batch come in even next year.
Right.
So I'm just saying, long term, it'd be good to lock in with the OGs, cause niggas be dying hip hop and they be loyal. You know, Woo niggas that was Woo niggas in '93, they still Woo niggas. So Dipset niggas that was Dipset niggas in '04, they still Dipset.
So you saying brand wise, it makes sense for younger artists to know their hip hop history?
No, to let it be known, not even just know it. Fuck with the OGs.
But if you're not even making that type of music that OGs would even listen to, then what does that do by letting them know
we're
that
gonna listen to you?
Okay.
That's the thing. That's what niggas got fucked up. The OGs listen to G Herbo more than they listen to another dude who, because
G Herbo he's gonna move off a certain type of principles and a certain type of street code that if you is a New Yorker that's 45, you gonna fuck with G Herbo. But Lil Uzi, not so much.
But I
even if he say, yo, I'm really inspired by, you know, whatever, the Locks, like, they're gonna be like, nigga, okay. When they hear that music and they see what he got on, they gonna be like, you ain't one of us.
I see your point totally. I don't even have a...
You know what I'm saying?
I see that, yeah.
But
if you got a chance with the OGs, but fuck all that, because that's beside the point. That's business shit. Coming into anything, you should know the history of it.
Right.
One, for you, because the history is only gonna repeat itself.
Right.
And then two, so that the people who really hold the door long term will respect you enough to pull you in once you out of it too, because you're going to be out of it.
Yeah.
And these niggas, you think Rakim don't get money?
I'm saying these fans that's 21, that's 24, they're not that loyal where they trying to show up and see you again when they 46. I don't know if they're gonna, because it's like,
you're right.
It's so quick. It's like, yo, you're hot, then you're not hot. You didn't put up enough social media content that was crazy and popping. We don't care no more.
You're right.
Now we on the next person.
That's a fact.
And so those songs don't even last long.
That's a fact.
Nobody's hearing a song and all year long, that's what people is really talking about.
So if it's a quick hit, and I'm saying if this shit is a quick lick for you, then yeah, fuck it. But I'm saying long term, you always want to make the OGs proud. You always want to make the OGs happy. And most of all, you always want to look back for context. Because you don't even know where you at unless you know the full context. You could be a fucking clown that's going to be out in 2 years. You don't know you're a clown until you look at the other niggas that was in your lane and see how
I got a quick question for you, because this is what I feel, right? I would say learn your history, because if you're getting paid off of something and you are profiting, it makes sense to know where it came from and who built that so that you could stand it, right? And then it also makes sense just as an artist and a creative to be a better, like, you know what I mean? Because then you'll hear Rakim, you'll hear Nas, you'll hear Jay, you'll hear Wu-Tang, and you'll hear, Black
Then you'll get a little more substance.
And you get something, but at the same time,
people don't know how substance grow in your audience.
There's another side of this though. And this is what I feel like makes it interesting. So when the founders of hip hop, right? DJ, whatever, Cool Herc, all them was out there, and they was DJing, and they was in the Bronx, or they was whatever in basements. How much history did they know in terms of collectively the different parts that was making this thing happen? Did they understand the Jamaican roots, the Spanish roots, the African roots, the drumming? Did they understand the soul samples? Or were they just in that moment, alive, this is the culture and how it feels today, and we just present?
That's a real question. And I'm glad you asked that. And I'm going to tell you, the real ones, yes, they did.
Yeah.
Did everybody? Probably
No.
not. Probably not.
Because I don't know if Roxanne Shante, maybe she was, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
Right. She was like, yo, I'm in the projects. I'm on my way to the store. They asked me to do a record. I said, sure. I did it. Yeah. It went crazy. Yeah. It was a diss.
But I can tell you for sure, especially some of the earlier niggas that I call early niggas, like KRS-One and all them niggas, they knew for sure.
Right.
For sure. You know what I mean?
So I'm just saying that argument to say, so if somebody's young and they out now and they, I don't know, whatever little perk, and they just being present, that's part of hip hop too. Being part of hip hop is representing everything that the culture is and being that and doing that.
I'm one of the greatest rappers to ever touch a pen. And I can tell you for sure, if my uncles wouldn't have told me, we love Tupac.
Right.
We love Biggie.
Yeah.
But check this out. You gotta start here.
Yeah.
My uncle made me listen to Run DMC. He sat me in the car and was like, this is the shit.
Right.
I'm listening to Cass, I'm listening to motherfucking...
Right.
And then he moved me up to, look, this Tribe first joint from 89. This Leaders of the New School.
Yeah.
He gave me so I'm saying I took all that context and made who I am.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And
but not everybody.
A lot of people don't take pride in being a dope rapper and having a great pen and delivery and shit like that. But if that's something you want to do, put it that way. How can we end it like that? If that's something you want to do, if you want to be locked in as far as the music of hip hop and not the business of hip hop, you got to do your background. There's no way around it.
I'm good just waking up. That's how I know I got one more chance to go and cash in and kick it up. Money trees, they throwing shade, just come and rick it up. Playing all day, the motherfucker, we make it up. Feel good, don't it? Aha, I feel good, don't it? Yeah, rent paid and the lights on paper tonight. It feel good, don't it?